All right, welcome in everybody to another deep dive. And today we are going to jump into the world of Betty Christie.
Ooh, Betty Christie.
You know her, right? The Cameroonian influencer. She's blowing up on TikTok and Instagram.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, she's everywhere right now.
We've got like a recent biography all about her.
Yeah.
And honestly, she's like way more than just an influencer, you know?
Oh, really?
Yeah, we're talking actress, model, content creator, like the whole package.
Wow. It's really impressive, like, how she's managed to do all that. I mean, be successful in so many different creative fields.
Yeah, and at such a young age.
I mean, we're talking like, what, early 20s?
Yeah, so the article says she was born back in 2003, November 26th to be exact, in Douala, Cameroon.
Okay.
And get this, she's already got a degree in business administration from Stalwart University.
Wow. Overachiever much.
Seriously.
You know what, though, that business degree, that's super interesting.
Right.
It really makes you think that she's not just relying on, talent and charisma. Like, having that business sense probably plays a big role in how she's, building her brand and negotiating deals.
Right.
It's a side of influencer life that I think people often overlook.
It does make you wonder, was like a career in business always part of the plan?
Right.
Or did her influencer journey kind of spark that interest?
Yeah,
Either way, it's pretty impressive.
definitely.
And speaking of impressive, the article mentions her estimated net worth.
Oh, wow. How much are we talking?
It's somewhere between $50,000 and $700,000.
Whoa, that's a huge range.
It is a big range.
That's actually pretty common, though, in the world of influencer marketing.
Really?
Oh, yeah. It's such a dynamic field. Like, income can fluctuate a lot depending on a lot of things.
Like what? What kind of things?
Well, brand deals, sponsorships, even just like the algorithms of social media, they're always changing.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Snap
not
now.
as simple as just, having a ton of followers.
So how does an influencer go from like 50K to 700K? Like what really like moves the needle there?
Well, okay, think about it this way.
Okay.
Let's say you've got two influencers, both with like 1 million followers.
Okay.
Influencer A might have a ton of likes and comments on their posts.
Okay.
That's what we call high engagement.
Mm.
Influencer B, on the other hand, maybe they don't get as much interaction, even with that same massive following.
So you're saying the key is like how much people are actually responding to and sharing their content,
Yes.
not just like the raw number of followers.
Exactly. Brands are looking for influencers who can actually influence purchasing decisions.
Right.
Someone like Betty Christie with a highly engaged audience is going to command way higher rates for, sponsorships and collaborations.
That makes total sense when you think about it like that.
Yeah.
And I bet her business degree like helps her understand the marketing side of things even better.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Okay, now for the mystery that has me like totally scratching my head.
Okay, what's that?
The article mentions Betty. Christie also goes by her real name, Christie Betty.
What?
Sometimes. Why the flip-flop?
That is kind of a head scratcher.
It is.
I've seen some influencers use different names for like personal versus professional branding.
Right.
But the article also mentioned that she's extremely private about her personal life.
Oh, yeah, super private.
Which, kind of adds another layer to all of this.
Yeah, it's like she's trying to keep those two things very separate.
Mm.
Her public persona and her private life.
Yeah.
In a world where like everybody seems to be sharing everything,
Oh,
I kind of find that refreshing
I do too.
a little bit.
Yeah, it definitely goes against the grain.
Totally.
It makes me think about like the immense pressure that influencers face,
Oh, yeah.
especially young ones like Betty Christie.
Right.
There's this constant scrutiny, this need to like maintain this perfect image online.
Oh, for sure.
Choosing to keep some things private might be like her way of dealing with that.
Yeah, it's definitely like a different approach.
It-
But, we can't forget, she's still out there building her brand, creating all this content, and connecting with like millions of people.
That's true.
That takes a ton of work and resilience, no matter how you slice it.
And to do all of that while being so young
Yeah.
and achieving success in multiple fields, it really speaks volumes about her drive and talent.
Totally.
Yeah.
Okay, so before we go any further, let's make sure like everybody listening can actually find her online.
Yes, good idea.
So for those who haven't seen her content yet, her handle on Instagram and TikTok is at betty.christie.
Okay,
And if you're on Facebook, just search for Betty Christie.
easy enough.
Trust me, you'll see why she's got such a huge following.
You know, one thing I find interesting is like how she's managed to connect with audiences across these different platforms.
Yeah.
Like each platform has its own vibe, its own audience. It really shows how versatile she is as a content creator.
It's true. She's not just like a one-trick pony or whatever.
Exactly.